Hello friends, today we'll try to understand in this particular video that how do we actually use the determinants to solve use of determinants to solve the linear equations in 2 and 3 variables. So our objective is to understand and learn that how do we use determinants to solve a system of linear equations in 2 and 3 variables. Alright, so now as far as the IITs are concerned, the first thing that we have to understand is that what are the different types of system of equations that we can have. What are the different types of system of equations that we can have, right? So let's say the first one is maybe we can have a system of linear equations in 2 variables. So this system actually will look like a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, maybe a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, and so on. Let's take a particular numerical example. Suppose I give you a system as x plus y minus 1 equal to 0, and then suppose I give you x minus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Suppose we have these two equations. So together they form a system of equations. Together they are called a system of equations, right? And what does this linear equation in x and y, a linear equation in x and y, represent? So this system of equation here, this system here denotes straight lines in 2D. System denotes straight lines in 2D, right? So whenever you have a system of linear equations in x and y, two variables, then this will always represent geometrically straight lines in xy plane. All right. So let's try to understand the geometry of these three equations. What can they represent? What are the different possibilities? क्या क्या बन सकता है इनसे? So maybe you can have a possibility like that the three lines are concurrent. We have already seen that this equation represents, we know that this represents a straight line, it's L1, this represents L2, and let's say this represents L3. So geometrically it might happen that these three lines are concurrent. होता है ना, हो सकता है ये तीनों लाइन से एक ही पॉइंट पे मीट करती हूँ. And if this point of intersection, if this point of concurrency is x0 comma y0, then we say that this is the solution of the above system. This is the solution of the above system, because this particular coordinate x0 comma y0, this will satisfy all the three equations because it lies on all the three lines L1, L2, L3. So it has to satisfy all the three equations. क्या हमेशा तीन लाइंस एक ही पॉइंट पे मीट करेंगी? Obviously it is not at all necessary. It is not at all necessary. So the other option is maybe we can have the lines in this form. Let's say this is the line L1, and then you have the line overlapping on this L2. L2 also lies on this, and then the third line is also lying on this L3. And let's say you have a third line L3 which also lies on this one L3. So this is L3. So maybe the three lines are coincident. Mathematically हम इनको बोलते हैं these lines are coincident. So the lines can be concurrent as seen in this case, and the lines can be coincident as seen in the second case. Now in this particular case, what is the solution of the system? What is the solution? Which point will satisfy all the three equations? So very well I can see that all the points on this line, जितने भी points आपको दिख रहे हैं, this point, maybe this point, this point, this point, this point, this one, there are infinitely many points, which all these points will lie on L1 as well as L2 as well as L3. So this system, we say that this system has infinite solutions. Why infinite solutions? Because every point that I choose on these coincident lines will obviously lie on all the three lines. It will satisfy all the three equations. So we say that the system of coincident lines will be actually containing infinitely many solutions, right? So this was the first case when the lines were concurrent. and then we had the case of coincident lines. Now ऐसा नहीं कि यही दो possibility हैं, there might be other possibilities. So one other option that you can have here is the lines are parallel. The lines are parallel. You can have the three straight lines in this form, or maybe you can have the three lines forming a triangle L1. Let's say this is L2. Let's say this is L3. So now if I talk about, or maybe another option is you can have two lines coincident. We can have L1, L2 coincident, and you can have L3 which is parallel. This is another possibility. Now if I talk about these three cases, the last three cases, then which point satisfies all the three equations? In this particular case, which point satisfies all the three equations? So in fact you find that there is no point. ऐसा कोई पॉइंट भी नहीं है बच्चों जो तीनों को सेटिस्फाई कर जाए, तीनों लाइंस के ऊपर आ जाए, ऐसा देयर इज नो सच पॉइंट पॉसिबल. तो इन दिस केस यू डू नॉट हैव एनी सोल्यूशन. दिस केस गिव्स यू नो सोल्यूशन. If I look at the second case, again this point lies on L1 and L3, but it does not lies on L2. Similarly, this point lies on L2 and L1, it does not lie on L3. This point does not lie on L1. So in fact आप देखोगे इस वाले केस में भी there is no point which lies on all the three lines simultaneously. तो यहाँ भी हम बोलते हैं this system has no solution. This system again has no solution. And again by the same argument, if you look at this particular system, हम बोलते हैं कि यहाँ पे भी हमें कोई पॉइंट ऐसा नहीं मिलेगा जो तीनों लाइन से ऊपर आ जाए. तो अगेन दिस इज अ केस ऑफ नो सोल्यूशन. सो व्हाट वी फाइंड इज दैट व्हेनेवर यू गिव मी अ सिस्टम ऑफ थ्री equations in two variables, then geometrically there are three possibilities. You might have a system of concurrent lines. The system might form coincident lines. Now in case of concurrent lines, there is a unique solution. There is a unique solution, and this unique solution is actually the point of intersection of the three lines. Right? You can solve in fact any two lines L1, L2, get the point of intersection, it will satisfy the third point. So this is a unique solution. In case of coincident lines, it has infinitely many solutions that we looked. It has infinitely many solutions. While in the last three cases, there was no solution. Now, as far as the equations are concerned, we use a term frequently which is called a consistent system of equations, and inconsistent system of equations. So a system of equations can be classified in two ways: inconsistent and it can be consistent. What is meant by consistent system? Consistent system means the system gives at least one solution. ध्यान रखना यहाँ पे कंडीशन इज इट गिव्स एटलीस्ट वन सोल्यूशन. ऐसा भी हो सकता है बच्चों कि इट गिव्स यू इनफाइनाइट सॉल्यूशंस, क्योंकि कम से कम एक चाहिए मुझे, तो एक तो इनफाइनाइट में भी मिल ही रहा है ना. तो दिस कैन ऑल्सो गिव यू इनफाइनाइट सॉल्यूशंस. Whereas a inconsistent system is a system which does not give you any value. It will always give you no solution. There is no point which is common to the three equations. So such system is called inconsistent system. Coming to the problem above, coming to the situation above, what we find here is that the first system that we looked, maybe this one, this system, we find that this system is consistent. This system is consistent system. If I look at this system, this is consistent because it gives you solution दे रहा है हमें. लेकिन यदि हम इन तीनों की बात करते हैं तो these three situations are mathematically termed as inconsistent system. The system is inconsistent because it does not give you any solution. There is no value of x which satisfies all the three equations. So equations की language में there are two important things that you have to learn. The first one is consistent system and inconsistent system. And in fact this is not the only way to classify the equation. ये तो number of solutions के हिसाब से हमने classify कर दिया. एक और टर्म जो हम कई बार यूज़ करते हैं इक्वेशंस को क्लासिफाई करने के लिए, एंड दोज आर होमोजीनियस एंड इट कैन ऑल्सो बी क्लासिफाइड एज नॉन होमोजीनियस सिस्टम। ये एक और तरीका होता है इक्वेशंस को क्लासिफाई करने के लिए। हमने देखा था देयर इज वन पॉसिबल वे ऑफ क्लासिफाइंग द इक्वेशंस इज कंसिस्टेंट इनकंसिस्टेंट। जो कंसिस्टेंट इनकंसिस्टेंट टर्म होता है, दिस इज विद रेफरेंस टू द नंबर ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस दैट द सिस्टम कैन गिव। Consistent gives you at least one solution, it gives you at least one solution, but inconsistent will always give you no solution. There is no value of x, y or the variables which will satisfy all the three equations. System of equations को classify करने का दूसरा तरीका हम देख रहे हैं, this is called homogeneous system. Now to understand the homogeneous system, you first have to understand कि what is meant by homogeneous equation. Homogeneous equations क्या होती है ना, पहले ये देखते हैं हम लोग। तो let's understand what are homogeneous equations. होमोजीनियस इक्वेशंस का मतलब बच्चा होता है, ये इस टाइप की इक्वेशंस होती हैं जिनमें देयर इज नो कांस्टेंट टर्म इन्वॉल्व्ड। लेट्स से दिस इक्वेशन इज कॉल्ड अ होमोजीनियस इक्वेशन। दिस इक्वेशन इज कॉल्ड अ होमोजीनियस इक्वेशन बिकॉज यहाँ पे यदि हम सम ऑफ पावर्स चेक करें, सम ऑफ पावर्स ऑफ एक्स वाई एंड जेड in every term is same. So for example, if I talk about the first equation, this first term, we have x to the power 1, y to the power 0, z to the power 0. So the sum of powers is 1 plus 0 plus 0, which is 1. If I look at the second term, this has x to the power 0, y to the power 1, z to the power 0. So again the sum of powers is 1. Similarly, you can verify for this one. It again contains x to the power 0, y to the power 0, z to the power 1. So again, the sum of powers is 1. So it satisfies this condition that sum of powers of x, y, z in every term is same. Such equations are called homogeneous equations. It is not necessary that homogeneous equations are always linear. You can also have a homogeneous equation which is maybe of degree 2. For example, you can have an equation of this type, maybe let's say a1 x square plus b1 y square plus c1 xz is equal to 0. This equation is also homogeneous. Why? If I look at this term, the sum of powers of x, y, z is 2 plus, this is power of x is 2, power of y is 0 plus 0. In this term, the sum of powers of x, y, z is x to the power 0, y to the power 2, z to the power 0. यहाँ पे it is 1, x to the power 1, y to the power 0, z to the power 0. So every time we get 2. So this is a homogeneous equation of degree 2. Similarly, you can have homogeneous equations of degree 3. Although in this particular chapter, we'll confine ourselves to the homogeneous equations of degree 1 only. The number of variables may be 2 or 3, but then the degree will be 1, right? So such equations are called homogeneous equations. And if a system has all equations homogeneous, then it is called a homogeneous system of equations. तो homogeneous system में क्या होगा कि एक से ज़्यादा homogeneous equations होंगी और सारी equations homogeneous होंगी. All the equations should be homogeneous equation. So then it is called a homogeneous system of equations. Okay. Obviously non-homogeneous का मतलब हो गया कि system has at least one non-homogeneous equation. The system has at least one non-homogeneous equation. So if I take an example for both of them, a homogeneous system and a non-homogeneous system, maybe you'll get something like a homogeneous system can be something like, maybe you get x minus y plus z equal to 0, then 2x plus y minus z equal to 0, and then you have x minus y minus z equal to 0. So these are three equations which are homogeneous. So this together form a homogeneous system of equations. This is a homogeneous system because it has three equations all मतलब it has some equations, all of them are homogeneous. Whereas maybe example for a non-homogeneous system may look like, let's say 2x minus y plus z equal to 0, x plus y plus z plus 1 equal to 0, and then maybe x minus y minus 3z plus 2 equal to 0. So this system is non-homogeneous. Why? Because अगर हम x y z की पावर्स को ऐड करेंगे तो पहले वाली इक्वेशन होमोजीनियस है, लेकिन सेकेंड इक्वेशन को अगर आप देखोगे दिस इज नॉट होमोजीनियस, दिस इक्वेशन इज नॉट होमोजीनियस. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक्स वाई जेड की पावर्स का सम देखें तो पहले टर्म में सम है 1, सेकेंड टर्म में एक्स वाई जेड की पावर का सम 1, थर्ड में एक्स वाई जेड की पावर का सम 1, फोर्थ टर्म 1 इज एक्स टू द पावर 0, वाई टू द पावर 0, जेड टू द पावर 0, तो सम 0 आ गया. तो पहले 3 में सम 1 आ रहा है, अगले में सम 0 आ रहा है. दिस इज नॉट अ होमोजीनियस सिस्टम. बाय द सेम आर्ग्यूमेंट दिस वन इज ऑल्सो नॉट अ होमोजीनियस इक्वेशन, बिकॉज पहले टर्म में एक्स वाई जेड की पावर का सम 1, दूसरे में 1, थर्ड में 1, लेकिन फोर्थ में 0 हो गया. सो दिस इज नॉट अ होमोजीनियस इक्वेशन. एंड सिंस द सिस्टम डज नॉट कंटेन ऑल इक्वेशंस एज होमोजीनियस इक्वेशंस, therefore it is non-homogeneous system. So this is another way of classifying the equations. A system can be homogeneous, it can be non-homogeneous. Now one thing is quite obvious and interesting, और वो क्या है कि बच्चों जब भी हमारे पास homogeneous system होगा, जैसे for example suppose if I look at this particular system of equations, right? If I look at this particular system of equations, so what you find is that 0 0 0 is obviously a solution. x y z तीनों की वैल्यू जो 0 हो गई तो ये एक ऑब्वियस सोल्यूशन है. दिस इज ऑब्वियसली अ सोल्यूशन. इनफैक्ट इसके लिए फॉर फाइंडिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर सोल्यूशन मुझे सॉल्व करने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ इवन सॉल्विंग दिस इक्वेशन. x इक्वल टू 0, y इक्वल टू 0, z इक्वल टू 0 will always satisfy this equation, हमेशा satisfy करेगा. So what you have to understand here is now that a homogeneous system is always satisfied by origin. origin हमेशा satisfy करेगा. यदि हम 3 वेरिएबल्स में हैं तो 0 0 0 हो गया. अगर हम 2 वेरिएबल्स में काम कर रहे हैं तो फिर हमारे पास 0,0 आ जाएगा. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज इफ देयर इज अ इक्वेशन लाइक 2x minus y equal to 0 and x plus y equal to 0, then again x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 is clearly a solution. So again this is origin is satisfying the system. तो homogeneous system को हमेशा origin satisfy करेगा ही करेगा. और since origin इसको बच्चों satisfy करेगा तो this system can never be inconsistent. This can never be inconsistent. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने देखा था inconsistent system होता है जिसमें कोई solution नहीं आता, जबकि homogeneous system तो 0 0 0 satisfy करेगा ही करेगा हमेशा. So therefore a homogeneous system is always consistent. It is always consistent, है ना? और homogeneous system में 0 0 0 तो एक solution होगा ही होगा. Now the question is कि क्या homogeneous system में 0 0 0 ही solution होगा या और भी solutions हो सकते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन इफ यू सॉल्व दिस सिस्टम, ये 0 0 तो हमने बिना सॉल्व करे ही लिख दिया था क्योंकि इक्वेशंस होमोजीनियस थी. लेकिन यदि हम इसको सॉल्व करके देखेंगे तो भी हमारे पास सिर्फ 0 और 0 ही आएगा. x इक्वल टू 0, y इक्वल टू 0. ऑन दी अदर एंड सपोज इफ आई टेक अ सिस्टम एज x प्लस वाई इक्वल टू 0 एंड मे बी 3x प्लस 3y इक्वल टू 0, और यदि हम इसको सॉल्व करें तो 0 0 तो ऑब्वियसली सोल्यूशन है बिकॉज दिस इक्वेशंस आर होमोजीनियस. तो 0 0 ओरिजिन तो सेटिस्फाई करेगा ही करेगा. लेकिन आप देखोगे इसमें 0 0 0 के अलावा मे बी यू हैव 1, -1 इज ऑल्सो सेटिस्फाइंग दिस, देन 2, -2 इसको सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, 3, -3 सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, मे बी -12, इसको सेटिस्फाई करेगा, -√2, √2 भी इसको सेटिस्फाई करेगा. सो व्हाट वी फाइंड हियर इज 0 0 तो सोल्यूशन होगा ही होगा. इसके अलावा देर आर इनफाइनाइटली मेनी सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ दिस सिस्टम, जबकि इस वाले केस में दिस वाज द ओनली सॉल्यूशन. द सॉल्यूशन वाज यूनिक. बट हियर यू हैव अ ट्रिवियल सॉल्यूशन विच वाज 0 0. ट्रिवियल मतलब होता है समथिंग विच इज नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट. तो ऑब्वियसली 0 0 ओरिजिन जो होता है होमोजेनियस सिस्टम में उसको हम ट्रिवियल सॉल्यूशन बोलते हैं. तो व्हाट इज मेंट बाय ट्रिवियल सॉल्यूशन? ये जो टर्म है ट्रिवियल सॉल्यूशन, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? ट्रिवियल सॉल्यूशन इज यूज्ड ओनली फॉर 0 0 or 0 0 0 in homogeneous system, in homogeneous system. तो किसी भी homogeneous system में origin जो होता है वो बहुत ही ट्रिवियल सोल्यूशन है ना, इट इज़ नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट. इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए मुझे कोई मेहनत नहीं करनी, ये बहुत आराम से आ जाएगा. तो ट्रिवियल सोल्यूशन मतलब समथिंग विच इज़ इनसिग्निफिकेंट. आप किसी को भी ये सिस्टम देते हो और बोलते हो कि भाई एक्स वाई की वैल्यू 0 0 है, तो इट इज़ नॉट अ बिग डील. ठीक है. और ये वाले जो सोल्यूशंस होते हैं इसमें तो ओरिजिन नहीं है. ओरिजिन के अलावा बाकी सारे सोल्यूशंस जो हैं वो कहलाते हैं नॉन ट्रिवियल, नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्यूशंस. तो ऑल द सोल्यूशंस अदर देन ओरिजिन आर कॉल्ड नॉन ट्रिवियल सोल्यूशंस, राइट. So now this gives us a proper way of denoting the types of solutions now. So now we look at the types of solution. तो अभी तक के डिस्कशन हमने क्या क्या सीखा? We looked at the type of equations. Let's say we summarize this as, हमने देखा था there were two types of classification. The first one was a consistent system and inconsistent system, right? Consistent system मतलब it has at least one solution. कम से कम एक एक्स वाई जेड की वैल्यू, एक्स वाई की वैल्यू सेटिस्फाई करेगी इक्वेशंस को. इनकंसिस्टेंट सिस्टम मतलब हुआ इट हैज़ नो सोल्यूशन. दिस क्लासिफिकेशन वाज डन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस. अनदर वे ऑफ क्लासिफाइंग द इक्वेशंस इज, मे बी वी कैन ऑल्सो क्लासिफाई द इक्वेशंस एज नॉन होमोजीनियस सिस्टम, a non-homogeneous system and a homogeneous system of equations. और जैसा हमने देखा तो homogeneous system में all the equations should be homogeneous. All equations are homogeneous. All equations are homogeneous. Homogeneous मतलब x y z की पावर्स का सम सब में सेम होगा. तो all equations are homogeneous here. And हमने ये भी देखा था कि homogeneous system जो होता है, this is homogeneous system. This system is always consistent because 0, 0, 0 will always satisfy this. It will always satisfy this. So this system is always consistent, right? इसके अलावा हमने इनकी ज्योमेट्री भी देखी थी. तो यदि हम लीनियर इक्वेशन इन टू वेरिएबल्स डिनोट्स स्ट्रेट लाइन, डिनोट्स स्ट्रेट लाइन, वेयर एज लीनियर इक्वेशंस इन टू वेरिएबल्स डिनोट प्लेन्स. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इसका मतलब प्लेन्स का क्या मतलब होता है? ऑल्दो विल स्टडी दिस चैप्टर इन डिटेल इन 3D ज्योमेट्री जो कि जेई सिलेबस में है, बट स्टिल यू शुड हैव अ डिसेंट आइडिया अबाउट द प्लेन्स ऑल्सो, अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ आइडिया. एंड दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल नोशन. बेसिकली अगर हमारे पास कोई इक्वेशन है a1x प्लस b1y प्लस c1z प्लस d1 इक्वल टू 0, सो दिस इक्वेशन इज इक्वेशन ऑफ अ प्लेन. और यदि हम प्लेन्स की बात करें तो देखो प्लेन्स में इंटरसेक्शंस अलग अलग तरह से कैसे हो सकते हैं. तो यदि मैं आपको 3 इक्वेशंस दूँ, a2x plus b2y plus c2z plus d2 equal to 0, and then maybe a3x plus b3y plus c3z plus d3 equal to 0. So suppose let's say this is first plane, this is second plane and this is third plane. तो यदि ये 3 प्लेन्स को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं तो ज्योमेट्रिकली क्या क्या सिचुएशंस हो सकती हैं. पहला चीज़ जो आपको ऑब्जर्व करने लायक है वो ये है कि इफ़ d1 इज इक्वल टू d2 इज इक्वल टू d3 इज इक्वल टू 0, देन सिस्टम बिकम्स होमोजीनियस. और यदि सिस्टम होमोजीनियस हो गया बच्चों, तो इट विल ऑलवेज गिव यू 0 0 0 एज एटलीस्ट वन सोल्यूशन. क्योंकि हो सकता है और भी हो, लेकिन 0 0 0 तो पक्का होगा. यदि d1 d2 d3 तीनों 0 हो जाएं तो यू कैन वेरीफाई दिस कि if d1 is 0, d2 is 0 and d3 is also 0, then 0, 0, 0 will satisfy all the 3 equations. So this will be always satisfied. This will always have a trivial solution, which means the system cannot be inconsistent, जैसा हमने ऊपर देखा था. Now as far as the geometry is concerned, तो यदि हम इनको ज्योमेट्रिकली प्लॉट करके देखें प्लेन्स को तीनों केसेस में, तो देखो लेट्स सी किस टाइप की सिचुएशन बन सकती है. वन ऑप्शन इज मे बी यू हैव अ प्लेन लाइक दिस p1, and then you can have another plane, let's say this is a plane p2, and obviously their intersection, in this case their intersection, if you observe the intersection, their intersection is this line. So there are infinitely many solutions for p1 and p2 right now. In case they are non-parallel, they will intersect on a line. Whenever two planes are non-parallel, they will intersect on a line, provided they are not coincident. And suppose if I take a third plane like this is our third plane. So now what you find is the only point of intersection, the only coordinate which satisfies all of them is this coordinate, this particular coordinate, this one. This coordinate is satisfying all the three planes. So in this case we have a unique solution. We have a unique solutions. Another option is maybe the three planes get in this orientation. This is the first plane, let's say P1. Then maybe the second plane looks like this, and maybe the third plane looks like this. So these three planes, it's kind of 3 pages, 3 leaves of a book opening in some direction. Imagine them as 3 leaves, and this particular line, the line that we get here, this line, this is lying on all the 3 planes. So you have P1, P2, P3, and all the solutions, all the points which lie on this line, they will lie on all the 3 planes. So this, in this case, the system has infinite solutions. The system has infinite number of solutions. Another option is geometrically maybe we can have the 3 planes in this form. This is the first plane P1, then you have the second plane P2 which is overlapping with this one, the second plane P2 which overlaps with this, and then you have the third plane P3 which again overlaps with these planes, let's say P3. So in this case what you find is all the points which lie here, all the points which lie on P1, P2, P3, all these points will satisfy all the 3 planes. So therefore the system has again infinitely many solutions. It again has infinitely many solutions. But there is a fine difference between this situation and this situation. यहाँ पे infinitely many solutions lie on a straight line. They lie on a straight line. And where is this straight line? This straight line is here, this one, this straight line. Whereas in this particular case, the infinitely many solutions lie on plane. In case the planes are coincident, we get this situation. And you can also have a unique solution, as in case of a, let's say, cuboid. If you look at, imagine the 3 planes of a cuboid, 3 non-parallel planes, then you can imagine that they are intersecting at a corner. So this particular corner, जहाँ से 3 planes निकलते हैं, that can be thought of as a solution, right? And it is not at all necessary कि ये 3 तरह के ही situations हो सकते हैं. You can again have 3 planes which are parallel to each other. Maybe this is one plane, this is second plane, and this is third plane. So in this case the 3 planes are parallel, and therefore you do not get any solution. In this case there is no point which is common to all the 3 planes, so we get no solution. Mathematically the system is inconsistent. The system is inconsistent. The system can again be inconsistent if they form a prism. If the 3 planes, let's say, if you can visualize this, maybe this is one of the plane in the figure, then you have the second plane in the base. Let's use a different color. So this particular plane in the base, this is the second plane, and similarly you have a third plane. Let's use a different color again, and if you can visualize, maybe this one, the third plane. So in case you have a prism, again in this case the system is inconsistent. The system is again inconsistent. So this was about the geometry of the equations which we come across in linear algebra. The linear equation in 2 dimensions will represent straight lines, and the linear equations in XYZ, 3 variables, will represent planes. The straight lines, the 3 straight lines can be concurrent, which give you unique solution. The 3 straight lines can be, as we saw here, the three straight lines can be concurrent in this situation. They give you a unique solution. The three straight lines may be concurrent and they give you infinite solutions. Together these two systems are consistent because they are giving you at least one solution. The three straight lines may be inconsistent because in these three cases you find that there is no solution, there is no point which is common to all the three equations. There is no point which is common to all the three lines. ये तब होता है, लाइंस कब बनती हैं जब दो वेरिएबल्स हों, और जब तीन वेरिएबल्स होंगे तो हमेशा आपको प्लेन्स मिलेंगे. और प्लेन्स की ज्योमेट्री हमने देखा कि प्लेन्स के सॉल्यूशंस कुछ इस टाइप पे दिखते हैं, जैसे यहाँ पे हमको स्क्रीन के ऊपर दिख रहे हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस वी हैव ऑल्सो लुक्ड एट द टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस. हमने इनके बारे में भी बात कर ली थोड़ी सी. वी हैव ऑल्सो लुक्ड एट दीज टर्म्स. तो टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस आर, यू कैन हैव अ यूनिक सॉल्यूशंस. You can have a unique solution. There is only one point which satisfies all the three equations. For example, these three lines. Or for example, maybe if I look at this plane, and this plane, then you'll find that this particular corner satisfies all the three planes. So this has a unique solution. हमने देखा था the system can be like, the solutions can be infinitely many. For example, the three concurrent lines, the three coincident lines, or maybe the planes in this orientation, the three planes in this orientation. In that case the solution lie on this particular portion. You can also have three coincident planes, p1, p2, p3, all are coincident. So in that case also the solutions lie on this particular region, and you have infinitely many solutions. The system can also be inconsistent. The system can also be inconsistent, wherein you do not get any point which lies on all the three planes. This is also a possibility, right? इसके अलावा हमने देखा था कि there is something called trivial solution. Trivial solution, this term is used only for homogeneous system, and this solution is actually the origin 0, 0, 0 or 0, 0 depending on two variables or three variable system. This is called trivial solution. Everything other than origin are called non-trivial solutions. So what are non-trivial solutions? These are the values of x, y, z, not all 0. So these are values of, right? So this was the basic idea which I wanted to take in this particular video, that before we start with the calculation part, you should be comfortable with the basic geometry of the equations, linear equations, as well as the basic terms that we are going to use in the further videos.